We're sitting up taller on our wallets today, as Hank Goldberg said we would. And the man, the myth, the legend, Hank Goldberg, back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Thank you, Hank. Way to go.
So I'm right there with Bucky Dent.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Hank effing Goldberg.
That's right, Bucky effing Dent. For all you New Englanders, good line, Hank. Well done, man. So, where did you watch the race from?
I was at Gulfstream.
Okay, of course.
And I was not too far from the window. And I was sitting there and watching the race, and I had talked to Chad about Chad Brown, the trainer, about his strategy as far as how cloud computing was going to run. And when I saw him just off the 2 leaders, and then I'm saying, get off the rail, get off the rail.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he got off the rail and went to the outside and made his move, I had to sweat out a photo, but I thought he clearly had taken the lead just at the end, and I threw my fists in the air. I was obnoxious about it.
And then Senior Investment too, Hank, coming out of nowhere. I mean, I think Senior Investment passed 5 horses in the last.
Yeah, I talked to Kenny McPeak yesterday, his trainer, and he said he actually had to take up twice during the course of the race. And I said, "What's next for him?" He said, "Well, this was his warm up for the Belmont. We're going to use this race as a prep."
Okay, all right. So, may I ask how much you took down over the weekend, Hank?
Only the IRS knows.
What do you call that? A rider? Is it what you call that, Hank?
You know something? You know what was so great about it? 9 people from the fake media on the telecast picked either the favorite at 6-5 or even money, and Classic Empire at 2-1. And nobody mentioned this horse. It was really incredible. Some of them liked a couple of the other ones and gave him a nod, but nobody talked about this horse. And it was astounding that they just were what we call chalk eaters.
Well, it's good though that they weren't talking about the horse, right, Hank? Because you don't want anybody.
Money for us.
That's more money for us. Is right.
He went to 14-1.
So what do we do? What do we do here? Because some folks we decided to throw in a certain amount, and some folks around here decided after throwing that amount in the Kentucky Derby, did not match everybody else, and put some less money in to the point where. Is that why we didn't get on the superfecta?
Pretty much, yeah.
What do we do about that, Hank? What do we do about that?
Hang your heads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I couldn't have been more clear about it. I took the 2 horse and I took him on top with the other 4 horses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $24 bet. For $24 for $1, you got $8,000 back, which is a nice profit.
That's what we call a senior investment, correct?
Yes, you do.
That's what you do.
And also, if you boxed them in the trifecta, you got another $2,000 for 2. So do the math, that's 10. And if you boxed them in the exacta for $20, you could have gotten another grand.
Well,
that's 11,000.
Well, we hit for a third of that, Hank. We're good.
We hit for a third of that? Is that what we did as a group?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank, we've had people calling in and tweeting at us, and thank you. We're going to have you back on in a couple of weeks for the Belmont. And so both cloud computing and senior investment are going to be in that race?
I don't think you'll see cloud computing in there.
Okay, so you'll see senior investment and anybody else? We'll looking at Lee make it
I think
third race?
Lee will go, and I'm pretty sure the Classic Empire will go, and he might be the pace in the race. I don't see. I don't think that Always Dreaming. I think he's going to take off for a while. He looked like a tired horse, and what we thought about him was the truth. He had that Classic Empire right in his face for the entire race, and he was just worn out. And it was the first time, as we said, that he had adversity in a race, and he wasn't up to it.
Well, Hank, love you. Thanks for the tips on behalf of everybody, including all of us here. We'll chat in a couple weeks, okay?
You didn't put anything on this horse?
Well, we did as a group.
Oh, no, we did.
We did as a group.
Okay. You didn't do anything individually. So does Susie know about this?
Oh, Hank, are you kidding me? Of course she does.
Okay.
Look, Hank, there are few people in this world that are as loved by my wife than you, okay? She loves Hank Goldberg from back in the day when you guys worked together at ESPN and you were bringing the stone crabs.
I have to tell you a quick story about Kenny Mayne.
Sure.
Who I called Kenny because I saw his pick.
Thunder
and
Snow.
I said, Kenny, don't leave out the 2-horse here. And he called me after the race, and he said, you're the man. He said, I can't stay on the phone too long because I have to handicap Hong Kong to get even.
Well, Hank, we listened to you, and we made some cash. So thank you.
I'm happy about that.
We'll chat in a couple weeks, okay?
All right. You guys are the best.
You too. That's Hank the Hammer Goldberg. At Hammerin' Hank G on Twitter.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
Isn't it amazing you can download an app with your thumbprint? You should download our app with your thumbprint.